husband is supposed to be the man in charge of your security, the man in charge of your purpose of living, the man in charge of your welfare, the man in charge of your upkeep and everything within the marital circle. So a man must provide shelter. A man must provide feeding. A man must provide protection for you as a wife. That's a standard. And we can't change it. That is why most women who are working and they've got opportunity to be given a place to live, because their husbands, unfortunately, are not those who are providing shelter. Majority of them are having challenges with marriages. And let's be honest, I mean, maybe because of her workplace, or maybe because of the job she does, or because of the company she's working with, they have provided her some particular level of accommodation. So you are enjoying it. If you don't take care, you become a useless person in that home. But it's a bigger blessing for you. Immediately your wife has the opportunity to be in the position of providing shelter. It means that you can become, an estate developer. Your money can begin to do some other extra curriculum duties for you. Your money will begin to do other things for you. But unfortunately, usually when men have opportunity to have women who are providing shelter, they use their money for useless things. Because the money is not actually needed for anything within your lifestyle. I get in my conversation with you. So my problem is that men are shelter providers, not women. So if you are fortunate that your wife has been given a place to live, you married her, she decided that my company has a flat for me and let's move into the flat. Or it's a mortgage and they are deducting from your wife's salary. Remember, because of marriage, you are just part of that property that the woman has acquired. So why wouldn't you join her to pay for that particular property so that it becomes yours? And when you are joining her to pay, if they are deducting 1,000 Ghana cedis from her salary every month, then you need to reimburse her and prove by receipt of a reimbursement so that you become a co to that property. That is one side. So when we say a man must provide shelter, the reason for the shelter is that you are the best person that the shelter must be provided by. But unfortunately, the woman have gotten the leeway because maybe her employers have that particular opportunity to grant her an accommodation to live with them. Share the page. I want to go deep into the story. That is why I'm repeating myself. So, a man's responsibility over the wife is different from a father's responsibility over the daughter. Any man who treats any wife like the father of the girl has lost it. Anytime you treat your wife like the way her father would treat her, you have lost marriage. You are not qualified to be called a husband. That is why I'm repeating myself that let's give key positions and sensitive positions to husbands who are fathers. So he's a father and a husband. He's qualified to have a position to lead people. A man who is a father and not a husband doesn't have the qualities of becoming a good leader. So I said, don't vote for any parliamentarian who doesn't have a wife. Don't. So the single people who are not, there's an age that you can become a parliamentarian, and that age is marriage age. So what a particular constituency to you for you to manage? No, you are not responsible. So responsibility is one of the biggest things that when a man shows us, it brings him to the position of becoming the representative of God on earth. So a husband is the male in a marital circle. So he's a husband. And the process is that a man is born as a male. He grows to be a boy. Then he becomes a teenager. And from a teenager, he grows to become, what's the English name? Becomes a male. And that man in him grows up. Then the growing up of that man, you enjoy the circulation. Yeah. Oh yes, the Tupperware, this thing. If you need a Tupperware product, just call 0274 999. The Tupperware product like what I'm using, solid, the Echo bottle, Charlie, hygienically correct, and I enjoy it. It's better than any other bottle.